What the fuck is up, everyone? Prism Metaler here, back with an album re-rank, which I haven't done in a while, and it's going to be Iron Maiden, because they just released their new album. I know I was going to wait a week, but I've heard this album, I heard their new album suggested a shit ton of times, and I know all the songs, so, which is quite enough for me to. It makes me feel like I'm ready to do the list here. So yeah, I got the list in front of me. So yeah. I was gonna wait until after I'd done my Meshuggah rankings, but since I've heard it enough and it's quite quicker than I thought it would be, I figure I'd go ahead and do it now since. I've heard the album enough already, and plus my review on it got some dislikes for some reason. I don't know, because I said there's a few songs I don't remember, which is fucking stupid because many people done that. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much I have to say here, guys. Hold on, where the fuck is my list? Sorry, guys. There it is. Alright. So, yeah. As all me know it, from worst to best. So, let's go ahead and get started with the re-rank. Okay. Now, starting up as the worst at 17, I got Virtual 11. That's not surprising to y'all. I know it's many of you guys' worst favorite. Now, before I continue, I'm just going to let you know, I will be putting slightly more details than my usual rankings. But I'm not going to mention all the songs. It's just going to be a little bit more detailed. But anyway, yeah, Virtual 11. Now, yes, it's their worst album, but not all of it is bad. This album is barely that bad, to be quite honest with you. But I have to agree, this is definitely their worst one. So let's talk about the songs from start to finish. So, Future Real, which is a strong opening track for the album, one of their strongest songs from the album. Future Real, which is a 3-minute song. And then we got the worst fucking Iron Maiden song ever, which is The Angel and the Gambler. Don't you think I could save you? Don't you think I could save your life? Yeah, that song. Repeated 21 times of the chorus. And the song is fucking 10 minutes for no goddamn reason. I mean, I don't know what kind of drugs Steve Harris is on making that song. So, yeah, I already explained that song before in the past. So, I don't really need to go further details here. And then we got Lightning Strikes Twice, which is an okay song. I feel like the song could do better. And then we got The Klansman, which is the best song from this album. This is one of the best Iron Maiden songs ever. Yeah, Klansman is definitely the best song from this album because it's not repetitive. I like how the way the song was executed. You know what I mean. Definitely a classic Iron Maiden song. And I love the way how Bruce Dickinson sings it live. Yeah, I know it's a Blaze Bayley album, but Klansman is one of the few Blaze Bayley songs that is still played today, and Bruce Dickinson sings it. Sorry guys, I got thirsty. And then the next two songs, When Two Worlds Collide and The Educated Fool, are kind of mediocre songs. There's just nothing special about it. The Don't Look to the Eyes of the Stranger. This song is almost just as repetitive as The Angel and the Gambler. but it's not as bad as that song, because this album did turn around a bit. Since it does have a middle section, and I do love how the instrumentation goes from that song. Yes, it's almost as repetitive as The Angel and the Gambler, but it's nowhere near as bad or annoying as that song. We got the final track, Como Estas Amigos, which is a boring song, to be honest. So yeah, I already explained it in my top 10 worst Iron Maiden songs, so no need to repeat myself here. Alright, so yeah. So it comes in that Virtual 11 has to come in as their worst, as my least favorite, at number 17. Okay, now, number 16, I got The Final Frontier. This was briefly my least favorite, but now it's back to my second least favorite. So yeah. I do have some issues about this album. Mainly is because of Bruce's vocals from that album. He sounds way too high pitched, and it just doesn't really sound good to me. I believe he had vocal cancer because of it. I don't know, but it sounds very crooked at times, and it just doesn't sound very good. And not only that, some of the songs are just way too long for no reason, or just ridiculous. For example, Satellite 15, Final Frontier were just two songs in one track, which I don't fucking get. Satellite 15, what's the point of this one? The intro of the song lasted for about almost the first half of the song, of the intro. And then they move into the Final Frontier, which is, I guess it's better as a standalone song. I don't get why it has to be two songs in one. We got El Dorado, which I am not a fan of that song at all. I thought the chorus is so annoying. Mother and Mercy, which is a cool song. Coming Home is an awesome song, by the way. The Alchemist is cool. Okay, Isle of Avalon is definitely the worst song for this album. First of all, there is no reason why this song is 9 minutes. They could have trimmed it down to 5 or 6. It just starts off with a 2.5 minute intro, and then it goes into a boring ass chorus, and then a middle section, and then it starts over. So you just heard the song twice. So if you think this song is going to take you anywhere, it's not. Then we got Starblind, which is a decent song. The Talisman, that's the best song from this album. The Man Who Would Be King is an awesome song. And The Wild Wind Blows, it started off strong, and then later it got way too repetitive. I don't understand why this song has to be 11 minutes. So, yeah. I have to say that The Final Frontier, so yeah. Yeah, that's the reason why it's my second least favorite. So yeah, The Final Frontier will have to come in at number 16 for me. Alright, now number 15, I got No Prayer for the Dying. Yeah, definitely one of the weakest, but the reason why I put it above The Final Frontier is because Bruce's vocal isn't very high pitched, and the songs are not ridiculously long. But I can understand why many people put it at the near bottom. I think This was supposed to be the return to roots of their Paul Diano sounding era, and which it worked sometimes. So so yeah, which it partially worked at in some ways, but but yeah, the songs are a lot shorter than their usual Iron Maiden albums. So yeah, it just comes back to their standard heavy metal sound. We got this Telegunner, which is easily one of my favorite Iron Maiden songs of all time. Holy Smoke is No Prayer for the Dying is okay. Enema #1, which is a very underrated Iron Maiden song. Face Warning, that's probably the best song from this album. The Assassin, I actually do like that song, I'm not gonna lie. Next two songs, Run Silent Deep and Hooks Are You, are okay. Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter is awful. I'm sorry, I do not like that song. For some reason, it just doesn't sound like Iron Maiden for me. And then we got the closer track, Mother Russia, which is a cool song. But, yeah, this is definitely one of their weaker ones, but I wouldn't say it's their worst. But, yeah, it's an okay album here and there, but it just has to be my third least favorite for me. So, yeah. No Prayer for the Dying would have to come in at number 15 for me. Alright. Number 14. This may piss people off, but I have to pick Fear of the Dark at number 14. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like plenty of songs from this album, especially the songs like the classic song like Fear of the Dark and Afraid to Shoot Strangers. But there's plenty of filler in this album, to be quite honest with you. If it wasn't for those filler songs, then I would have put it higher. So it's mainly the songs The Apparition and Wicked Warrior. Apparition, it sounds like a ripoff of AC/DC's Back in Black. But it does have a kick-ass solo, though. And then we got Wicked Warrior, which is one of the worst Iron Maiden songs ever, to be honest. But, yeah, the rest are either good. The Masterpiece songs, which is Afraid to Shoot Strangers and Fear of the Dark. But the rest of them are good. I'll give you that, but this is why. But I have to put this low is because of these two songs. So yeah, but yeah, there was a lot of great moments throughout this album. Songs like Be Quick or Be Dead, which is a great opening track, From Here to Eternity, and then their masterpiece song, Afraid to Shoot Strangers, which is one of my favorite Iron Maiden songs of all time. Fear is the Key is cool. Childhood's End is another, it's one of the most, I almost forgot to mention that song. Childhood's End has a dark sounding song to it. Wasting Love is cool. It's kind of a little bit like a ballad, but it's still heavy. Fugitive's awesome. Chains of Misery it's a short song, but it's really good. I already mentioned Apparition before. Judas Be My Guy, which is 50-50 to me. And then Wicked Warrior, which is one of the worst Iron Maiden songs, and then we got the closing track, which is one of the best Iron Maiden songs of all time, Fear of the Dark. So yeah, that's why I have to put this lower, is because of these two trash ass songs. Take these songs out, and then I guess I can put them higher. So yeah, Fear of the Dark would have to be at number 14 for me. So yeah, comes in at 14. Alright, now number 13, I got The X Factor. Now, yes, I put it a lot lower. I still like this album, but I still think it's very underrated. But it's because these albums that I put lower grew to me a lot more than it has. But I still like this album. Don't get me wrong. We got the opening. As some of you know, this is a very dark album. They decided not to. I know it has Blaze Bayley on vocals. As some of you know, Steve doesn't want a vocalist that sounds too similar to Bruce. So he chose Blaze Bayley because he wants to make a darker album. So, yeah. But we got some very classic songs like Sign of the Cross, which is an Iron Maiden epic. Lord of Lies is cool. Man on the Edge is a great song. Fortunes of War is a very dark song. I kind of like the intro for this one. Look for the Truth is cool. Aftermath. Judgment of Heaven is an underrated song. I don't think that song is ever played by Iron Maiden live, but I do notice that song was played live from Blaze Bayley before. Blood on the World's Hands is kind of a filler song. Edge of Darkness is cool. 2 a.m. is cool. And The Unbeliever, it's not, this song isn't bad at all, but I feel like it's just too long for 8 minutes. I guess I feel like this song should have been shortened it down to 5 or something. But yeah. Yeah, I still like this album, guys. Don't get me wrong, but it has to be at number 13 now because these albums that I'm about to mention later grew on me a lot more. So yeah, the X Factor will have to be at number 13 for me. Number 12, I'm gonna pick Book of Souls. Oh, you didn't see this one quite down here, huh? Now, don't get me wrong, I do love this album. I do enjoy it. But there's a little bit of filler on here, but not so much. Just a little bit of filler on this album. But most of it is just pure masterpiece for me. Songs like If Eternity Should Fail, which is a great opening track, and then we got the first single, Speed of Light, which is one of the shorter songs from this album. Great Unknown is awesome. The Red and the Black is an amazing epic track. I do like that one. When the River Runs Deep is cool. Book of Souls, I like it, but I don't get why it's 10 minutes for some reason. I guess they should have cut some open space out a bit. We got Death or Glory, which is cool. Shadows of the Valley is another amazing song. Tears of the Clown, it's kind of a filler song, but it's not bad at all. I still like it, but it's a little bit of filler, but not a lot. Man of Sorrows is pretty underrated. And then we got the longest song ever, Empire of the Clouds, which it broke the record of writing of the Ancient Mariner as the longest song. This song is 18 minutes, and holy shit, it was fucking epic. But, yeah. Epic fucking closer track. I definitely fucking enjoy it. So, yeah. Amazing track. Amazing album. Definitely a great album. But it has to be at number 12 because I just think their other materials are better. It's just me, guys. So, yeah. Book of Souls will have to be at number 12 for me nowadays. Hey, kitty. Sorry, guys, my cat. Okay, now, number 11, I'm probably going to piss some people off, but I have to pick Peace of Mind. I know, guys, but here's the thing here. It's because of just one song, and that is Quest for Fire. Not really a bad song, but I have to say that this is the most filler Iron Maiden song in the 80s, to be honest. I just find the chorus very cheesy on this one. I thought the chorus is extremely cheesy. But the rest of the songs were amazing. Don't get me wrong. I do like the rest of the songs. So yeah, don't get me wrong. I do love them. So yeah, there's amazing songs like "Where Eagles Dare," amazing opening track, one of the most epic songs ever. "Revelations" is another classic song. "Flight of Icarus" is another fucking amazing track. Definitely one of the best songs I have heard. Um, Sounds epic as fuck the way the chorus goes. "Die with Your Boots On," another classic song. "The Trooper" is another amazing song. That's one of the most popular songs ever, "The Trooper." Fucking love that song. "Still Life" is an amazing song. I like how the intro goes, like a little skit, which I find that funny. I already mentioned "Quest for Fire." "Son of Steel" is an amazing song. I used to not like that song at first, but now that song grew to me a lot more than it has. And then we got the closer track, which is one of the best songs ever, "To Tame the Land." So yeah, I know me, you guys says, why you put it at the 11? It's mainly because of the song "Quest for Fire." That's the main reason why. So yeah, that's the main reason why. But unfortunately, but yeah, um, "Peace of Mind" will have to be at number 11 for me. Don't get me wrong, guys. I fucking love it, but it's at 11 for me. Okay, now number 10. This is the album that grew on me a lot more than it has last year. And I got "A Matter of Life and Death." Now, my top 10 is where I like all songs now. So yeah, number 10, I got "A Matter of Life and Death." Holy shit, this album is a fucking masterpiece. And it's at number fucking 10. Wow, right? So yeah, all 10 tracks are amazing. I guess this is one of their strongest release of their modern era, if you consider modern nowadays. But yeah, I usually don't like. Originally, I disliked this album because the theme of the album sounded so happy, while the lyrics were mainly about war. But nowadays, I started to like this album a lot more now. So yeah, I love all songs from start to finish. "Different World," which is a great opening for an album. It's one of their shorter songs, but it started off real strong. Damn, excuse me. "These Colors Don't Run," which is a fucking epic Iron Maiden song. God fucking damn, these goddamn hiccups. Excuse me. "Brighter Than 1,000 Suns" is another epic track from Iron Maiden. Fucking love it. Then we got one of their faster tracks, "The Pilgrim," which is an amazing song. Oh, this is probably one of my favorite songs of all time. One of the most underrated songs too. "The Longest Day." The song all started off really, really slow, but then it got much better in the middle section. I fucking love that song. "Out of the Shadows" is an amazing one. That's all I can say here. "Reincarnation of Benjamin Brigg" is definitely one of my favorite Iron Maiden songs of all time. It started off really slow, but it gets much fucking better. And then we got one of the most epic songs here is "For the Greater Good of God." Holy shit, this song is amazing. Then we got "Lord of Light," and then we got the epic closer track, "The Legacy." So yeah, this is definitely a underrated album, to be honest. So yeah, very underrated album. So "Matter of Life and Death" comes in at number 10, but for some reason I love all songs because that's all I can put it there, guys. I'll have to explain later. So yeah, "Matter of Life and Death" comes in at number 10. Alright, number 8. No, wait, I'm sorry, guys. My bad. Number 9. Number 9, I got their self-titled debut album, their 1980 album, which is a Paul Di'Anno album. Very strong debut. So yeah, I love all songs. Um, Very strong debut for the band. So yeah, 9 tracks. Yes, this is going to be the reissue version that I'm going to be talking about in this ranking. So yeah, there's 9 songs, so I'll name them out, which I fucking love all of them. Prowler, which is an amazing start for this album. Sanctuary is cool. Sanctuary was track 7, I believe, on the reissue version. But anyway, Remember Tomorrow starts off with a little ballad, and then it turns out strong. Running Free, classic song. Phantom of the Opera, which is Iron Maiden epic. Fucking love it. Transylvania, which is an instrumental track, which it fucking kicks ass. Strange World is awesome. Charlotte the Harlot is another amazing song. And then we got the closer track, they're Iron Maiden. So, yeah. I love how this album goes. Definitely a strong debut. And definitely one of the best debut metal albums of all time. So, there's no argument in that. So, yeah. I barely have words for this one. Definitely a masterpiece debut for them. So, yeah. Iron Maiden's self-titled would have to be at number 9 for me. Alright, now, number 8. I have their new album, Senjutsu. You didn't see this one quite higher, huh? Now, this is where I fucking like all of the songs. This may be the best metal album of this year. Who fucking knows? Now, these songs that I kind of criticize a bit blew up now. This is where I like all the songs now. Senjutsu, oh my god, I love how the way this song starts up. It was so goddamn amazing. Stratego, you always see my review on that one. Same with The Writing on the Wall. Lost in the Lost World. It started off soft, but it turned out really motherfucking epic. That's how great this fucking song is. Days of Future Past. That's probably my least favorite song on this album, because I feel like it's a bit too. I feel like the songwriting on that song was kind of rushed for some reason. And then we got The Time Machine, which is another epic song. Darkest Hour. It kind of has this X Factor feel to it on this one. Death of the Celts. Death of the South sounds more like The Clansman Part 2 for some reason. I really do like that. This is probably my favorite song from this album. And then we got The Parchment, which is the longest song from this album, which is 12 minutes. And it fucking kicks ass. And then we got an epic fucking closing track, Hell on Earth. God damn, man. I just love the way it just closes the fucking album. It has more like an X Factor feel to it. I know I'm probably going to get disliked for saying that shit, but it kind of does. So, yeah. I fucking love this album now. I like this album much more than I have before in the last few days. So, yeah. But it ended up at number 8 for me. Definitely a masterpiece album. That's for goddamn sure. So, yeah. Senjutsu will have to be at number 8 for me. Number 7. I got Dance of Death. Now, I know many people want, why you put this up high? Now, first of all, the reason why many people hate this album is because of the fucking cover. Yes, I agree. The cover of this album is hideous. It's atrocious, and it's just very laughable to look at. But don't assume that the album is going to be bad just because of a fucking cover. It's stupid. But yes, I agree, the album cover is very atrocious. but the album itself is amazing. So, yeah, from 11 tracks from start to finish, this album is just a fucking masterpiece as their typical Iron Maiden albums. So, here the song starts. Song Wildest Dreams starts up with an amazing bass playing from Steve Harris himself. Fucking love the way they open up. And then we got Rainmaker, which is I think that's the shortest song from this album. I may be wrong, but it's a very strong one. It's kind of one of their faster songs, to be honest. And then we got one of the best, most underrated Iron Maiden songs ever, No More Lies. Oh my fuck, I fucking love this track. It's definitely an epic songwriting from Steve Harris himself. And then number 4, we got Montsegur. Another amazing song. Sorry if I pronounced that name wrong, but I fucking love that song. And then we got the most popular song from this album, Dance of Death, which is another epic track, and it kicks fucking ass. Gates of Tomorrow, yeah, it's kind of the weakest song from this album, but I still like it. It used to be in my top 10 worst Iron Maiden songs, but now I like the song a lot more now. So it's not in my top 10 anymore. But I can agree it's the weakest song from this album. Then we got The New Frontier. Now, The New Frontier is the only Iron Maiden song that is ever written by their drummer, Nickel McBrain. And he did such a great job on the writing of the song. Then we got another epic Iron Maiden track, Paschadale, if I can pronounce that name right. Fucking love it. Face of the Sand is another amazing track, along with Age of Innocence. And then for the only time in Iron Maiden, Jesus. Oh, fuck. Excuse me. Anyway, Journeyman. This is their only Iron Maiden track to have a full ballad. And it was fucking beautiful. So, yeah. I just love how that song goes. It was fucking epic. Whether it's ballad or not, it's just a fucking epic closing track. So yeah, Dance of Death would have to be at number 7 for me. This is a very underrated album. If you haven't listened to this album, you probably definitely want to check this album out. So yeah, Dance of Death would have to be at number 7 for me. Sorry, my cat wants my attention. Anyway, number 6, I got Killers. Now, this used to be my least favorite Iron Maiden album in the 80s era, but it's not anymore. I'm starting to like this album more than their self-titled debut. This album did grow much on me than it did last year. But, yeah, Killers is an amazing fucking album. I like all songs now. They grew to me a lot more than it has. There is 11 of them. There's 11 tracks. So, yeah. Killers, amazing way to... No, wait, I'm sorry. No, that's side 2. My bad. Okay, let's try this again. There's 11 songs. Starts up. Yes, this is the reissue version that I'm going to be talking about. 11 tracks. Okay. Now, starts up with, well, track 1, it's just mainly the intro for the album, the Ideas of March. It's just basically the intro for this album. But then we got opening track for Rothschild, amazing fucking song. Then we got Murders in the Rue Morgue, which is a fucking goddamn masterpiece song. Another Life is amazing, and then there's another instrumental track called Genghis Khan. Fucking love that. Innocence Exile is another great one. Killers, I think this may be the only song with Deano. I don't fucking know. But yeah, Killers is an amazing one. Prodigal Son is definitely my favorite song from this album. It's just a very epic track. Then we got Twilight Zone. Almost skipped that. Twilight Zone is an amazing one. I think this was originally a B-side track. I don't fucking know, but I may be wrong, guys. But yeah, this was on the reissue. This is only on the reissue version of Killers, but I do like this track though. It's a very short one. Then we got Purgatory, another amazing track. Fucking love it. And then we got one of my favorite Iron Maiden closing tracks ever, Drifter. So yeah, this is an amazing fucking album. Hey, don't play with that. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Drifter, definitely amazing closing track. So okay, now conclusion on my thoughts. This album grew to me a lot more than it has. I'm not gonna fucking lie. So yeah. Um, so yeah. Um, Killers will have to come in at number 6. Alright, now my top 5 stayed the same. Number 5, I got The Number of the Beast. Definitely a classic Iron Maiden album. That's for fucking sure. Starts off with a banger. Invaders starts off really strong. And then we got Children of the Damned. Holy shit, it's another amazing fucking song. Sorry if I can't really go into details of the song because it's just too goddamn amazing. So yeah, then The Prisoner. That's how I got my username wrong from. But now I decided to make it more clever as a username called The Prison Meddler. If y'all are wondering where I got my username from. And then we got 22 Acacia Avenue. Fucking amazing track. That's for fucking sure. And then Number of the Beast, which is one of the most popular songs from this from Iron Maiden ever. Since it's played at almost every single show since then. Then we got another most popular song, Run to the Hills. Another amazing fucking track. Don't play with my fucking wires, Scout. Sorry. Yeah, Run to the Hills, amazing fucking track. And then we got Total Eclipse, which I think this is only on the reissue version, I believe. Total Eclipse. So yeah. I agree it's the weakest song for this album, but it's still really good. And then we got Gangland, which is an amazing track. Very underrated too. And then the last one is definitely one of the best Iron Maiden songs of all time. Hallowed Be Thy Name. So yeah, definitely a great way to close the album with an awesome fucking epic. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say here for this song. So yeah. Is this album overrated? Hell no. It deserves to be one of the band's best records I've ever made. So there's no argument here of me people will consider this as their best. There's definitely no argument in that. But it managed to be at my top 5. It ended up at number 5 for me. So yeah. The Number of the Beast will have to come in at number 5. Alright, number 4. I got Brave New World. Yes, this is the Real Return album. As all me know, this album brought back Bruce Dickinson and Adrian Smith. And their very first album to have with 6 members instead of 5. So yeah, definitely a masterpiece album. I'm starting to consider this album to be a classic now, since I know many people still call it modern, but for me, it's now a classic. So yeah. But yeah, this album is a fucking masterpiece. improved. This is a massive improvement. So yeah, last album, which is their worst album, Virtual 11, and then 2 years later they got this album, and holy shit, this is a big fucking improvement. So yeah, this is definitely one of their best. Fucking love it. I love all fucking songs, which is 10 of them. Sorry, I got notifications. Anyway, let's start off with a very strong opening track, The Wicker Man, one of the most popular songs of all time. Fucking love it. And then we got a very epic fucking track, one of their heavier songs, and that is Ghost of the Navigator. Yeah, it started off as a little ballad, but it turned out really heavy in the middle section. The way they turn things up in the bridge, fucking love it. And then we got Brave New World, which is another amazing track. And then we got the ballad track, Blood Brothers. Holy shit, this song is so goddamn fucking amazing. It starts off as like a little violin, acoustic sound, and then it has this wonderful chorus, like, blood, blood. Holy fuck, this was an amazing song. And then we got one of their weaker tracks, The Mercenary. It's one of their faster, high-tempo songs, but it's really good. And then this is probably my favorite song from this album, Dream of Mirrors. Holy shit, this is one of my favorite Iron Maiden songs of all time. I just love how it starts. I just love how it starts out really slow, and then they started playing it faster as a higher tempo. So yeah, starts off as a speed metal type song, which is faster than their usual Iron Maiden songs. And Dream of Me, it's just a fucking amazing track. And then it starts back to the slower, to the chorus. I just love how the way that song turns out. And then we got another faster track, The Fallen Angel, which is another amazing song. And then there's another epic as fuck track, The Nomad. God damn, this song is so fucking amazing. I just love how that song turns out. And then we got Out of the Silent Planet, which is another amazing song. It's close to wrapping it up. And then another, probably one of the best wrap-up songs or closing track, The Thin Line Between Love and Hate. This song is so goddamn beautiful. It's very melodic, and I just love how the way the outro turns out. I just love the outro on it. Well, the outro is pretty much played twice, and it feels like it's going back, and then it goes back to the outro again. I just love the way how it turns out. So, yeah, Thin Line Between Love and Hate is a very underrated song from Iron Maiden. I just love the way how it ends it. So, yeah. Definitely the best return album. That's for goddamn sure, ever. So, yeah. I just really, really enjoy it. So, yeah. Brave New World will have to be at number 4 for me. Okay, now. Number 3. I got Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Holy shit, man, this fucking album. This is definitely one of their most progressive albums ever made. I think this is the first album with keyboards, I believe. It's way more it has more synthesizers than their previous album, Somewhere in Time. And holy shit, it just sounded amazing. It definitely works with this album, and I just love how the way this album sounds. It starts off with an amazing fucking track, Moonchild. It starts off a great way to open the album. And then we got Infinite Dreams. Holy shit, this is one of my favorite Iron Maiden songs of all time. Infinite Dreams is amazing. And then we got Can I Play With Madness, which is probably my least favorite song from this album, but it's a very strong song. I mean, it's 3 minutes, but it does have a great middle section. And then we got the next track, The Evil That Men Do. God damn, this song is so amazing. And then we got the best fucking song on the album, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. God damn, that's a fucking epic track. 10 minutes of pure epicness. I mean, god damn, the middle section and the fucking guitar solos in the outro. It's just epic. Then we got Prophecy, another goddamn amazing song. Clairvoyant, there's nothing to say about it. Yeah, it's one of their shorter songs, but it's so fucking epic. And then we got the closing track, Only the Good Die Young. It is really strong on this fucking album. So yeah. Yeah, Seventh Son of the Seventh Son is definitely one of their best albums, and it manages at number 3 for me. So yeah, Seventh Son of the Seventh Son comes in at number 3. Alright, number 2. I got Power Slave. This album is another fucking masterpiece. Definitely one of the best metal albums I have ever heard. And yes, it's at number 2. Now, let's talk about all the amazing fucking songs in this one. Starts off with a fucking banger, Aces High. It has this speed metal track song, and it's so fucking amazing. And then 2 Minutes to Midnight, which is one of the most popular Iron Maiden songs ever. Fucking amazing track. I fucking love it. And then we got their instrumental song, Lost for Words. One of definitely my favorite instrumental track from Iron Maiden. That is a fucking masterpiece. And then we got one of their most underrated songs ever, Flash of the Blade. God damn, dude. That's a fucking masterpiece right there. And then we got another goddamn epic track, The Duelist. Jesus Christ, of goddamn solos and fucking everything. It's just so fucking amazing. Then we got Back in the Village. Another 10 out of 10 on this fucking song right here. God damn, I just nearly gist whenever I think about these songs. And then we got Power Slave. Holy fuck. This is so goddamn epic. Try not to come right now. Okay, that's too much information. But anyway, yeah, Power Slave, another amazing fucking song. And then we got probably my favorite Iron Maiden song ever, the closer track, Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Fuck. This song is so goddamn amazing. I mean, everything in this song is fucking perfect. What's there to say? Easily the best closing track ever. So yeah. Everything in this album is perfect, but unfortunately, it ends at number 2 for me. Sorry, guys, I just can't find a way to put it. But yeah, it's definitely an amazing fucking album. So yeah, Power Slave comes in at number 2 for me. Alright, and now at number 1. My favorite Iron Maiden album of all time is fucking Somewhere in Time. Oh my. What the fuck is there to say about this album? Oh my fucking god, man. This album, definitely one of my favorite metal albums of all time. I don't know what to fucking say on this one. It just broke my scale on how I rate it. It just broke the fucking scale. It starts off with an absolute epic banger, Caught Somewhere in Time. Oh my god. I mean, the synthesizers too fucking worked in this album. And then we got the next song, Wasted Years. Fucking amazing track. I think it's one of the most popular Iron Maiden songs ever. It's just fucking amazing. And then we got, holy shit, Sea of Madness. It's just fucking, the fucking middle section of this song is so fucking perfect. And then we got Heaven Can Wait. Oh my god, dude. Fucking amazing. I just fucking love it, how this song turns out. Sorry guys if I cuss way too damn much, but I don't care. It's just how great this fucking album is. Loneliness of the Long Distant Runner, oh my god. It started off really beautiful, and then it turned out with a speed metal track, which is so fucking amazing. Ugh. Oh my god, this is a very underrated song. That's for goddamn sure. And then we got Stranger in a Strange Land. Fucking amazing. Oh my god, man. Whew. Even thinking about these songs got me way too overwhelmed. No bullshit. Fuck am I? Right, let me finish this bitch up. Okay. Estrangement orgasmic song. Deja Vu. Oh my god, man. Fucking amazing fucking track. That's all I have to say here. And then we got Alexander the Great. One of the best ending tracks of all fucking time. That's all I have to say here, guys. I really can't explain why this album is my number one favorite, but if you listen to this album, you should understand why it's my number one favorite, because this album is that goddamn amazing. I mean, seriously, this album is just perfect, start to finish. If you listen to this album, and then you will get what I'm saying, because this album is just pure masterpiece from start to finish. And that is my re-ranking. So yeah, Somewhere in Time will have to be at number one for me. So yeah, that is my re-ranking for Iron Maiden. So what is your re-ranking for Iron Maiden? Let me know in the comments. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. So yeah, I'm almost done with my Meshuggah ranking. It should probably be out by either this Thursday or Friday. So yeah, sooner than you thought. You won't have to wait anymore. So yeah, it will be out either Thursday or Friday. And that's pretty much all I have to say here, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to me if you haven't. Make sure you leave a like and comment, and most importantly, share this video so I can get more views, subscribers. So until then, I'll see y'all next time. Peace out, everyone.